Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video and happy 2025. So new year, which means new videos. I want to do more fashion content, so this is what we're doing today. We're doing the 2025 fashion ins and outs. I am actually going to start with 2025 outs because I don't have as many outs as I do in, but we're just going to get them out of the way so that I can get excited about all the things that I want to bring in for 2025. The first thing we're going to start with is mistaking consumption for style. I think it's Caroline Tucker mentioned this in one of her videos, or she did a whole video on it actually. I just thought it was so interesting. There are people out there who mistake consumption for fashion and they just continue to buy and buy and buy new trends. Don't get me wrong, I like trends. I think everybody runs into trends, whether you want to be a part of trends or you don't. So I don't think trends are the villains, but I do think consumption is. I'm joking, but like one of my general 2025 is to be more cautious with the things that I'm spending on. The next out is having a core / aesthetic. This kind of feeds into the last one, but it's more so just confining yourself to a box, which I think we have all done in the past, and I don't think being trendy or on trend is a negative thing because I've gone through my phases. I've been kind of ego, I've been hippie, I've been a lot of things, and I think all of those things have kind of combined together to make my style. You know, it will continue to grow and it will continue to change over time. Finding yourself to a box, especially for me, is a big no-no. I also think the word aesthetic has changed so much because there's actually two definitions of it. There is kind of like the aesthetic as in fairy core, mob wife aesthetic. That is one way of it being aesthetic. The other way, which I think has morphed into this core, is the fact that something's just visually pleasing. Although I want to be aesthetic in terms of I want my outfits to be visually pleasing, I want it to be pretty or beautiful or whatever you want to describe it as, I don't want it to be confined to a box, if that makes any sense. The next out is dressing for occasion. I just think life is too short to go to your friend's house and not put a fun outfit on. And don't get me wrong, I do this occasionally, but if I am in the mood to dress up, I'm gonna dress up because fashion for me is a form of expression and a form of art, although it hasn't been lately, but we'll get to that later. I just think wear what you want to wear when you want to wear it. Obviously be appropriate. To be fair, you don't even have to be appropriate. Life's too short. Wear the dress, wear the coat, wear the jewelry, wear whatever you want to wear, because life can end. That's really sad. The next out kind of ties into the last one, which is dressing for seasons. And obviously if it's cold, wear a coat. I live in the UK, what can I say? I have been very uninspired about fashion lately, and I went back to dressing in colours for seasons, which I think can be fun. But I'm a blue, I'm a pink girl. I love colour, I love bright things. And yes, red is a very autumnal colour, but I don't want to confine myself to only wearing seasonal colours, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I mean by saying dressing for the season. I do think if you want to wear blue in winter or pink in winter, I think you should. And there's some amazing people out there who just wear those colours all year round. But also, sometimes I want to wear brown, sometimes I want to wear red. But right now, I want to wear blue. And I want to wear my 1970s authentic cape dress because it makes me feel like Stevie Nicks. And the last out for 2024 is the term overdress. I'm overdressed for everything. People are like, come in your tracksuits. There was a couple of years ago where I didn't have any comfortable clothes. People were so surprised that I had PJs and like my going out clothes. When I say going out, I mean like casual clothes. Now obviously I have those more comfortable clothes, but my point is, again, wear what you want to wear. If you want to wear a 1970s cape dress to go hang out with your friends, do that. You're not doing too much, you're not overdressed, you're authentic to yourself, and that is ultimately what we want to do in 2025. Okay, now for the fun bit, because I want to be positive. So these are all my ins for 2025. The first thing, which is probably my biggest thing that I'm trying to do right now, is buying things because I love them. Not because I kind of like it, I have to love it. Even jeans, even a white top, or like my version of a t-shirt. If you don't love a white t-shirt, buy the pink one. I just really am in this pattern of trying to buy things that I just love and having my wardrobe be an extension of what I love. Also, to kind of go with this, I've started to ask myself, not would this make my life better, but would this make my life worse if I didn't have it? And that is actually kind of a big difference, because some things you'll be like, yeah, I like it, it would make my life better, when in reality you're just talking yourself into it. Whereas if you say, would this make my life worse if I didn't have it, that's when you know. Because this is a Betsy Johnson slip dress. It was quite expensive, but I honestly feel like if I didn't have this, my life would be worse off. Yeah, I know, materialistic things, blah 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 blah. Fashion is an outlet for me. That Betsy Johnson dress makes me happy, and I'd be sad if I didn't get it. Next fashion related thing that is in 25, especially for me, is personal style. I know this is a buzzword and some people don't like this word, but I personally love it. I even read an article on it this morning where it said it's not what you have, it's what you do with it. And that's kind of what I mean. It's not about all the clothes you own. It's not about how many clothes you have, how much they cost. It's about how you style it. I want to get more creative with my personal style, and it's actually a goal for 2025 in general. As for example, I wouldn't usually style it with my amber jewelry, plus it's mixed metals. That's kind of out of my comfort zone. So I really want to develop and create my personal style and get to know myself more in life and also in fashion. The next in for 2025, I've heard a lot of people actually talk about this, and it is personalization of items. And what I mean by this is like changing buttons. My partner actually does this quite a lot. He has this dark navy wool coat and he has a very military style, so he's added military like patchworks on like the collar, on the sleeve, and he's also swapped out like the plain blue buttons for like gold military buttons. I don't know how to describe it, but he has been a big inspiration for my fashion and just getting more comfortable with what you like and just kind of like going, I can't think of a word that's appropriate because I want to say to the wall, but I can't say it. But yeah, just going full frontal. I don't know the words, you know, just going for it. Just while I touch on personalization as well, I've seen a lot of hate against bag charms, and I just want to be the person who advocates for it, because bag charms can be a hit or a miss, and I think the way that you do it right is it should be a personalization over time, which kind of leads me into my next in, which is seeing fashion as a marathon, not a sprint, in terms of you don't have to buy that thing straight away, or you can think about it, or you can mull on it, and also waiting for the perfect thing. So if there's something you really love, don't just like buy something that fits into that category. Wait for the perfect one. You know, I've been wanting an Afghan coat, a big long one to the floor for years. It very much is my style. I love 70s. So I've been waiting for that, and I'm waiting for the perfect one because they are expensive, so I would rather spend my money on one that I'm going to adore and it's in perfect condition. I just think something that we collectively need to bring in to 2025 is waiting to buy things, mulling on it, thinking about it, just seeing it. Like, I've got my whole life ahead of me, even though I've just said like we could die tomorrow, so wear the outfit. But my point is building a collection of things that you love and that you will love for the rest of your life, and seeing it more as a sustainable thing, seeing it as a sustainable thing that you build over time, rather than just getting everything now and then you evolve as a person and you no longer like those things. Just a thought. This next one is so niche and so specific, but I love it, and I honestly think it has changed my life. Fun umbrellas. Umbrellas that fit your style, because I would just buy those umbrellas from the store just because I live in the UK. This is like the second day it's been sunny for months, so it will rain and it will be dark and it will be dingy, you get the point. But I would buy these just like generic umbrellas and I just wouldn't love them. And then I bought these two umbrellas from a vintage store. One is this really beautiful rounded red umbrella. It's got a lot of structure and it's got frills around the bottom of the hem. Do umbrellas have hems? I don't know, but it's red and it is beautiful and it's got a wooden handle and it goes with all of my outfits when I want a pop of red. And I have this other one which is like a 1970s pattern and it's shades of brown. I just love them both. I'm praying to God that the wind here doesn't absolutely turn them inside out and ruin them. But I've also found that vintage umbrellas are also stronger. So win-win here. Just think having those umbrellas that you love and that just encapsulate your style, I think is so fun. I've seen a Miffy one in person and I just think if you love Miffy, I just think there's so many ways to make your outfit 10 times better by wearing a funky umbrella. And I will stand by that, and that is very niche. Next two kind of go hand in hand, and these are both things I've learned from my boyfriend. The first thing is taking care of your items, getting them dry cleaned if they need to. And I'm also kind of a hypocrite. Like, I've never gotten anything in my life dry cleaned, and I don't take care of my items because if you look at my fry roots, they're literally cracking from dryness. It is something I need to improve on, but at least I'm aware of it. That is something I want to take into 2025, is looking after them and caring for them, because I think if I started to care for my fry roots earlier on, they would be in a much better position than they are now, and I could potentially have them for many years to come, whereas I don't know if I can do that now. Next thing is quality over quantity, which I previously touched on a little bit. I've just learned over time from when I used to buy fast fashion, you buy cheap, you buy twice. And I'm not saying going to spend like so much money, but even an extra £20 on an item will be the biggest difference in quality. And also another one that I want to take into 2025 is kind of the mindset of cost per wear. If it's £100, but you think you're going to wear it over 100 times in its lifestyle, then it's worth that. But if you buy something that's £20 and you don't wear it once, then it's not really worth it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. The next one is outfit repeating. I have been a big fan of this forever. I came up with like a concept that I think will really sell it to those who don't want to outfit repeat, and it is to see it as a costume but not someone else's costume. If someone was going to dress up as you, what would they wear? Because I 100% think that my friends would say one of these dresses. So if you were going to be known for an outfit, what outfit would that be? And that just makes me want to wear those outfits even more. The next in for 2025 is playing dress up. I have set myself an intention every single month to play some music, get in my wardrobe, well, my rail, try things on and experiment and just have fun, because you can probably find some of your favorite outfits by doing unexpected combinations. I'm very traditional in what I like to wear. I'm so specific with like the shades of leathers, and I want to be more experimental and less of a perfectionist when it comes to fashion, because I think fashion is fun. And last but not least, which definitely links to the last one, is seeing fashion as art. I think someone who's really inspired me lately is Chloe Philopoulos. I think that's how you say it. She did her 25 outfits for 2025, which is why I'm inspired. Obviously she has very beautiful pieces, but the way she matches them. My formula for every day is a dress and boots, but I want to start layering and exploring, and it doesn't have to be crazy and out there, but I really want to make certain pieces my own. I just want to have more fun and see it as an art form. I also want to find inspiration other than social media, but I would love to get inspiration from colour combinations, from art. Another this isn't even on the list, but I'm going to share it very quickly, is I want to document my outfits. I want to take cute pictures. That is all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. So if you're interested in more fashion related content / vlogs / me, subscribe.